Alright, y'all. Thought I'd record some commentary of our comp rounds on Saturday. We got Chris here and Alex. So Chris immediately pulls a single leg X here. Alex should be looking to push the foot off the hip and back step with his left leg around. Rather than drive forward, he should be looking to push that foot off his hip. So that's that foot right there. It's still got to come off that hip there. The foot was off the hip and he's free. Starts driving in again. Closed guard, you should be looking to make frames and posture. There it is, frames. Frames again. Chris is looking for a triangle. Right here, he's framing with his elbow on the inside of his thigh, and he should be thinking about framing with his whole forearm rather than just his elbow. There, he starts framing with his forearm a little bit. He makes the gable grip. Chris has a good collar tie. He let go of the gable grip and then ended up getting an armbar there. Good armbar by Chris. I keep pacing in the video. Alex is planning to shoot for the takedown, so he should just snap and go. Snap and fire. Head on the inside, though. His head's on the outside right here. His head should be on the inside and threaten a guillotine. I don't know if it slips here or he actually gets out, but good underhook pressure to side control. It's good. Chris is making his strong frames. Alex is trying to crush the frames down. Crossface underhook. Very good. He should go shallow knee on belly right here. He should block Chris's thigh with his arm and go knee on belly, in my opinion. See that? He stepped over instead of going knee on belly first. He stepped high and then got caught in half guard. Now he's got to do half guard passing. Oh, video loading. Now he's got to do half guard passing. He did very good sprawling backwards to break the knee shield half guard, but he should have just backed up more and passed open guard. He's caught an omoplata. I would probably just turn here and forward roll, so right there, forward roll, so that I don't have to deal with the position anymore. There's the forward roll. Chris back steps over, should pull a half guard right here if he can. Very good. There's half guard immediately. He should be fighting for the lockdown and the underhook. There's the underhook. He should fight for the lockdown. So he didn't pull the heel out, so he's getting driven back down by Chris. There, his heel comes outside to the inside. He drags it out. He's up in dogfight, but he lost it. Guys, when you pull the heel out, you've got to pinch it between your knees. Chris is on a little gator roll, anaconda guillotine. There's the anaconda choke. Just walks for the finish. Very good. That's why you can't go to dogfight and without the foot. Without the foot, it's a 50-50. With the foot, it's a winning battle for the bottom guy. That was a little bit better for how fast he took the shot, but his head was still down. His head needs to come up. Just drive it in with your face. He's on the underhook again, trying to pass. Let's do a little hip switch pass. Gable sprawl. And the half guard pass again. It's good. Walking toes, toes, toes. Right here, in my opinion, he should still be on his toes and he should be driving into him and blocking that inside thigh. Chris did a rolling Kimura. As you get Kimura, you got to step over an armbar. A counter to the Kimura when they don't have legs to help them is to do step over armbar. Otherwise, you're going to get rolled in the armbar like that. Boom, snap, shot right here. Boom, snap. See, he didn't even pull right here. Let me back this up. Just one time. Boom. His hand just slipped. He just didn't pull on him, and Chris catches a 10-finger. He needs to actually pull on Chris's neck and tricep to bring him down. Or arm drag and off-balance him somehow so he can take his free shot. Chris does a little pick. Back up. That's a snap down right there that Chris just did. Put Alex's hands on the mat. See, there it is again. I'm not trying to back up a lot in this video. Right here, his hands slip. His hands slip rather than actually pulling Chris's head down. He needs to practice pulling his head and face planting people on the mat. Back in close guard with Chris. He needs full posture control. There, Chris opens his guard and he's ready to go. Underhook pass again from half guard butterfly. And timer goes off. I don't want to do too much rewinding and pausing in this video. We got Eli with the immediate guard pull. It's exactly what we want to see. The second contact is made, pull guard. I believe he tries to go for a flower sweep here, but he doesn't have good grips, so Joe ends up getting out of it. He needs to be using his legs to help break him down, not just his arms like he is. He ends up catching almost a butterfly sweep there. He ends up going the guillotine, and he falls to the correct side. But I think he was not leaning forward enough, so Joe's head popped out of the gap. Again, see, he should have his ankles crossed and his knees pulled into his chest when he pulls with his arms. See how he just pulls with his arms and his legs are open? He needs to squeeze his knees together and pull. Joe's trying to make posture. Eli looking for the underhook. Push him into half guard, push him into butterfly. Finish the butterfly sweep. Almost. You should just turn the corner and try to knock him over with that underhook, but attacking the neck and the back's alright. Eli doing an okay job getting his hooks in here. He should look to make a very tight bite with his legs, with his heels and his calves pulling in, so he can focus all his energy on choking, but he ends up going to mount anyway, which is okay. Joe starts elbow escaping. Eli starts forcing the wrist to the mat. Joe should just be extending this arm over his own head, let Eli have control of the arm, forget about it, and just make sure he ends up in half guard rather than thinking about this wrist. I can tell he's fighting against this really hard and he shouldn't be. Used a lot of energy to get back there. Lockdown extension. He should have locked down and pulled his knees to his chest and tried to lift him up as high as he could. Joe ends up tapping. Reset. Shake, grabs the head, pulls. Perfect. That's exactly how it should be. Yeah, I feel like every time Eli's in guard, he's not using his legs here. So he's got to cross his ankles, pinch his knees together, and then pull real hard with his knees. And then hand fight at the same time. That's how you get people to get broken down. Looking for a scissor sweep here. He should be grabbing Kimura's. Joe's hands on the mat. Joe starts knee cutting. Eli comes up on another butterfly. That size is helping him here. He's dead. We've been fighting already today. Reset, grabs, pulls. So his pull is super good. His butterfly sweeps are looking good too. We'll work a little bit more on the technique of the butterfly sweep and then a little bit more on using their closed guard to break people down. And his initial game looks real solid for this tournament. Should have grabbed a Kimura right there. Good, leading with the knee, not the foot for the mounts. Joe turned over, Eli took the back. Yeah, the main thing I'm seeing from Eli is like a lack of active feet. And where I noted my round with Dan, tries to go for a little pick of the foot. I lock in a tight overhook, and I pull into half knee shield. Cross my ankles, half knee shield, super strong. Dan tries to hip switch forward, but my knee shield's blocking him. I dig for the underhook for half guard. Dan wraps the neck, falls on a Darce Anaconda combination. I don't know why, but last week my throat was messed up, so I was almost tapping to everything today just because people had their hands on my throat. Framing on myself, stop the choke. T-Rex arms to block the legs from coming over, forcing half guard again. There's my low knee shield, ankles crossed again. Dan's making really tight grips on my wrists. He's kind of burning his energy with how tight he's making his grips. If you're not going to actively do anything, I wouldn't try to squeeze with all your might. I was about to arm drag him, but he broke free. Yeah, he's squeezing real hard. I'm just letting him. So even using two hands, it's difficult to break. So he's burning energy, burn. I start forcing deep half right here. I get both my arms out. Remember, guys, both arms in, both arms out. I turn over into this double leg under style pass and just come up on top. He does a beautiful inversion onto a Kimura armbar, but he doesn't make the proper grip here and doesn't get the proper angle with his legs. So it seems like he's just pushing rather than trying to make a good connection. See how his bottom leg there wasn't doing much? Just rolling through. I'm a big, strong guy, though. And I'm pushing on his feet to stop it. Dan does a cool hop through, then a sit through. Very, very good. And no way I'm out wrestling that guy. I go for an overhook butterfly sweep on the wrist. I catch it. Dan goes deep half. And I grab the heel. And right here I can feel that the fact that he was squeezing so hard earlier, it burned him out. And catch the knee bar. Reset standing. Fake an ankle pick. It was really poor, but I tried. Tried to go to the Russian. Can't get it, so I take the overhook. Wanted to look for an inside trip here, and Dan does a beautiful trip on me. Right there, I wanted to drop down, pull him in an inside trip, and let's watch it one more time. So beautiful. I pulled him in, right there, pulled, and he stepped when I pulled. He just rode the momentum, tripped me. Beautiful sweep. Beautiful. I got my underhook here in half guard, or bottom side control, sorry. Underhook, bottom side control. He's leaning all of his weight down, and I'm pushing his hips down because I want him on my leg so I can bump him with my leg. Start wrapping his shin. He wraps the neck, so I start fighting free because, as I said, my neck's kind of bothering me since I've been sick. I'm just kind of chilling here. He's got the neck wrapped again. He should have gabled and drove my forehead into the mat. He dove on this really big rolling Darce, which was super nice. But it gave me access to his leg, and then I pulled his leg straight. So he's back in my half guard, locked down. Tried rolling up. He used this big, strong base. Right here, I end up coming up to the dogfight, but he stands. I want to roll through. Right here, I want to roll through all the way through the center, but Dan tries to whip me forward, and I felt it coming, so I grabbed his knee and came up on top. Started doing a little bit over-under passing, but he starts messing with my arm. Tried to catch his heel, and he wouldn't let me have it. Can't tell if he has the Kimura here. If he does, he should be extending his arms and then freeing his legs. Instead, he slips and lets me start passing. A little campground pass. Start settling my weight real far forward. Look at my hips. Look how low my hips are into his hip. Start going for my shin pin game. He turns up into me a little bit. Start grabbing a Kimura. I think I should have just put my knee in the gap between his arm and his ribs right here, but his ribs messed up, so I don't want to drive all my weight onto his rib. And here I start passing, and I think the timer goes off. Full on a guillotine. That's where the timer went off. Yeah, guys. Very good stuff. Very good. Everyone needs to work on everything I made comments about. You guys need to start working on those things. We'll be going over it all week. Thanks, y'all.